we're starting. Be ready. It's rigged trivia time, fellas. In what year did Christopher Columbus discover the West Indies? Here, let me... You know what? I will actually also turn off the jazz. The answer is 1492. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Shout out to all you Americans who know that little diddle. Oh, also let me really quick transform, reset, transform. There we go. And I'm going to put it like this. That way it's easier for everyone to see. Okay, cool? Cool. With Natrami in first. Mock in second. Marcus ASD in third. Tomville 1, 2, 3 in fourth. And Dammy in fifth. How many weapons are on Benkei's back in his third ascension? That is so loud. Do you know? I counted them. I counted all of them. The answer is 15. I counted all of them. There are 15 on his back. Damn, Marcus. Okay. I see you. Still tied with Ark. How many FGO characters smoke in either their art or animations? Do you know? I wouldn't be surprised if someone genuinely got every question wrong. Oh, that's the point. $10. It's 10. Who are those 10, you may ask? I don't remember, but I know I counted. If I'm remembering right, Dante's doesn't count because he only smokes, like, in other aspects. Like, in other stuff. Like, I don't think in any of his animations or sprites does he actually smoke. The goat's left. My left what? My left what? Who is the oldest servant in Chaldea? Yeah, I figured you guys would know this one. It is Wangina. It is in fact Wangina. I've had people tell me I'm wrong and that it is actually Melusine, and that is incorrect information. Wangina is like universal old. She's like she's once the universe was like hi, she was also like hello. And Melusine is pretty damn old too, but that Parvati is the second oldest. That's if we're taking it by, like, even then, like, Indra, okay, if we're gonna go by, like, actual in-game lore shit, Indra is also incredibly old, but they also, they're trying to beat out, like, Pleistocene-style old fucks. I need to remake that chronology video. I just need to find a good, like, timeline a good timeline maker. Marcus ASD holding down the fort. Could have really rigged it with Da Vinci, I suppose. What was the name of my Heracross in Pokemon Sword? Hi guys, how many of you just did not show up to my my Pokemon streams? Let's find out. Man, 5 of you are not real Klidge fans, it would seem. That's crazy. I didn't watch those streams? Man! My own mod. I slept through so many of those. Bro, I had so much fun playing Pokemon Sword. That was such a good time. And yes, it was Penthesilea, as given to me by Bucket. Incredibly kind of him. Sorry I had the work to do. For all of them? I'm just joking. By streaming an hour earlier, I missed them. Damn. Next up. According to her servant profile, what does Fran like? You guys read servant profiles, or you just look at the pretty art? Let's find out. There's also a moment for this in Fate Apocrypha, in case you're unaware. I don't know if it's in the anime. It is in the manga, though. The answer is energy conservation. There is, in the manga, just such an adorable panel of Fran unplugging, like, a computer and holding the wire, and she has this big, happy smile, and it's the cutest thing ever. I had that saved on my phone for years. I don't know if I still do, though. But yeah, Fran, I love her. She's so cute. Yeah, she likes electricity. Ooh, Silver coming in with Arc is in second. Damn, Marcus is also doing really good still. Okay, I see y'all. Next up. Speaking of Fran, what color are her eyes? Very good. Gold and blue. She's got homophobia. I don't remember I need to see the summer sprite. There's a really good craft essence that showcases it really well. Damn. Alright, Arc knocked down to second. Yeah, she's got homophobia in her eyes. Heterochromia? I know. That's the joke. That is the joke. Alright, next question. What is the name of Popus Johanna's owl? Unknown just meaning that we actually don't know what the name is. Not that its name is unknown. It is Tonbi. Or Tonbi. For everybody saying Minerva, Minerva is the owl of Athena that shows up in Atlantis and Olympus. You're thinking of Athena, who also has an owl. But it's a different owl. This is Tonbi. Yeah, Minerva is Athena. Got him. I laid out the bait and you took it. Thank you. Also, I don't know why I chose Leo, but I thought that was a really cute name for an owl. So you know. I don't know why the name of the owl is Tonbi. I'm sure that's a reference to something. But it's cute, and so is she, so it's fine. That art from before is so adorable. I'm eating bootleg charcuterie board right now. You're supposed to eat the food on the board, Ark. Canis died fighting what mythological creatures? By the way, this is official. This is official art. This is drawn by her artist. Or his artist, rather. That is correct. It is centaurs. During the Centaurimachia, even. Which makes me think, how were her interaction, or, I keep saying her, I'm so bad about this shit. I see boobs in my brain that's just like woman. How are their interactions with Chiron? And no, it was buried by trees. They ripped all the trees off of a mountain and threw them at him until they were buried beneath the soil. Chiron is a very respected centaur, sure. You know what? Canis probably doesn't have a problem with him. I can't imagine that Canis couldn't put that shit aside. Alright, Marcus climbed all the way back to the top. Can he keep it? How does Maeve create new soldiers? Blood, sex, item construction, or live birth. That is correct. The answer is blood. All that Maeve does is prick her finger, and then the blood turns into an army. Which is a hell of a superpower. I think I'm thinking of Echidna. I don't know if Echidna gives live birth in Fate Grand Ord. I'll be real with you. I don't remember that. Okay, Mark is all the way down. It's still a pretty close race. Anybody's game. Doing good. What did Nock do? Nock's made of chocolate. And you'll learn more about that this summer. They just come out of her, so I assume it's live birth. Maybe? I don't know. What is my most viewed video, chat? Do you know? You were pissed? I thought about that too. Yep. If you guys want the live number comparison on that, give me one sec. Let me pull this up. Let's see. How are we doing with this? How are we doing with these? Sort by views. My most watched normal video is still describing every Fate servant in 3 words or less with 139,000 views. However, my most watched video ever is the Fate Fun Facts MASH video with 273,000 views. I just remember you being so mad that the pregnancy video did so well. Okay, if you want, like, the more context on that, in terms of my normal video, actually, a lot more of these have broken this number. That's crazy. It's currently fighting for my second most watched main non-shorts video. At 126,142 views, being below the Ranking the Excuses of Fate Gender Bends at 126,879 views. It's only 700 or so views lower than the other one. How's the sequel to Describing Vid going? I don't think it did, like, the most well. Yeah. Normally sequel videos don't do that great. Anyway. Damn. Hey, from where does Bishone come from? Milan, Florence, Naples, or Rome? Snake. Where's Snake from? That's right, it is Milan. Which, I hope I spelled Milan right. Is it 1 L or 2? Part of my brain is not like you spelled that wrong. Nope, it's Milan. France, I only know France. It's not France, it's Italy. These are all Italian. She's not French, she's Italian. Which is interesting. It's one of the very few non-Roman Italians. This should give us 1 bashillion points. I should have done some with double points, but I didn't. They're all the same to me? Okay, American. Next up. Which of the following does not belong? I wonder. This is some fuck-ass question. Yes, it is, Oni. Oni is the thing. I believe Kashin Koji is, considered an Oni. The answer is Kichi Hogan. Who is not an Oni, she's a Tengu. She's got the trait! I'm not the one who decides what fate servants have the trait. That's up to Lizangel. They wanted to give her the fucking Oni, she an Oni. Anyway. The 13th night. Oni can be wizards? Yeah, look at Magical Girl Shuten. Fuck, he's right. Gender unknown, assassin, earth, neutral, evil, 5-star, servant, Oni, weak to enema, lish, sky or earth, demonic, sky or earth, except pseudo, indemnity servant, feminine looking servant, mechanical, immune to pigify, standard class servant, can be in battle, self. Okay. Gender unknown? Well, I mean, it's not gender. Is it gender unknown? They say that? I think I did, yeah. Well, yeah, well, it's... The Koji was a man, and then turned himself into a female robot body. Anyway. Next one. Hey, how does Balvon Sheath use her NP? Be sure to read this. How does it work? How does her NP actually work, chat? How many of you guys actually read Lostbelt 6 to know this? How many of you actually remember Lostbelt 6 to know this? The answer is green. She takes a piece of the other person and curses them. It works similar to like how a voodoo doll supposedly works, where you need to have a strand of hair or a drop of blood or something like that, and then she puts it into an effigy and then nails the effigy and then it transfers that over to you. Read like LB6 like half a year ago, so it's fresh in my mind. Gal, yep. I like knowing how the magic works in Fate. It's cool. It's called Fetish Foul Not for a reason. Exactly. And not that kind of fetish. Damn. The 13th night coming in. The dull part in the blue was what threw me off. Next up, speaking of which, what should Balvon Sheath's feet look like? I would imagine this one would be pretty easy, right? I think so, at least. Very good. Goat hooves. Talk about real-life Balvon Sheath's feet? Yes. That's why it says, what should her feet look like? She should have goat hooves. Because the Balvon Sheath have goat hooves. But she doesn't, and it's also part of the reason why she's so obsessed with shoes. She's a goat, the goat. Shadow Arwing coming in hot. Climbing back up. Okay, next up. Which of the following is not a paladin of Charlemagne? Is it Sagramore, Malagigi, Fierabras, or Namo? Do I have goat feet? Yes. Who the fuck are y'all? Yeah, good question. Which one is not a paladin? That's right, it's Sagramore. Y'all act like you don't know the 12 paladins of Charlemagne? I thought it would be as easy as Bradamante? No. Unfortunate. What the fuck's a paladin? It's like a holy knight. Yeah, Sagramore is an Arthurian figure. The rest of these are not. I don't Infernoble Knight, I wouldn't know. Get crafting. Alright. So far, so good. Who of the following is not a Fae? Fuck them synchros? No, we bring out Assault and then stall the game to a halt by making Exodia. That's right, the answer is Maeve. Khazra Drop is a Fae, because her internals include Fae. In Maeve, is not a Fae, but she does have stuff in her kit that supports the Fae. So, you know. It's just been retconned to hell and back. How dare you mention anything regarding Morgan lore? Keck and W, if I may. Maeve is just Irish. Yeah, they just do that. Thinking of Knock? Probably. That's because it's not Maeve, but Knock. We're so close. Who does not give you a drink as a Valentine gift? Shuten, Ketz, Sanson, or Drake? How many of you guys read all of your Valentines? All of them every year, consistently. Surely. That's right. The answer is Shuten, who gives you bonbons that have alcohol in them, but that's not a drink. That's chocolates. Ketz gives you hot chocolate with cocoa powder in it. Drake gives you the drink, the bourbon in the chocolate glass, and Sanson gives you hot chocolate with egg yolk in it. Or not egg yolk. Egg yolk with egg yolk in it. Man, some of y'all not taking care of your Chaldea, I see. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. I thought of drink in the sense of alcohol. No. Oh yeah, that is probably gonna be a thing. There is definitely some ESL stuff going on here. Oops. Where is the Barghest from? This rigged trivia is rigged? True. Is it Dartmoor, Derby, Yorkshire, or Durham? That's right, she's a Yorkshire gal. The original, or at least as far back as we can tell, the original Barghest tale, where it's called the Barghest and isn't just another amorphous black dog, is from Yorkshire. Problem with tracking those things is that, you know, black dogs are a common fixture across England as a sign of bad luck. But Barg is from Yorkshire. She's a Yorkshire gal. That's me wife. I love her to death. Okay. 0 Yorkshire accent. She's a poser. Yeah, she shouldn't speak Japanese. True or false? This statement is false. Whatever, it's rigged, I don't care. See, he gets it. he picked up on that. He picked up on that one. True, this statement is false. Wrong form of this, ergo it can't be true. Oh, can't it? I'm trapped in the paradox? Surely. And that is our halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Let us continue. Catch your breath, get a drink. You get to the count of 5. How can true be false? Easily, because it is. Well, you see, this very statement is false, which is true. Will it be easier now? Next up. In Fuyuki, we are jumped by 2 shadow servants. Who were these servants? Was it Medea and Kulancer, Medusa and Benkei, Hassan and Benkei, or Hassan and Medusa? In the anime, no. Joke's on you, have been grinding bones. The answer is Hassan and Benkei. I remembered after answering, you hate to see it. Yep, it's those two both jump you, and then you get bailed out by Ku Caster. Shout out to Chapter 1, or Chapter 0, rather. Wait, the drop node? Thinking about who was in that Holy Grail War. Nope. Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. Shadow R-Wing maintaining the lead with Natrami coming up from the rear. Noxer making a climb, and Marcus still doing good. And 13th Knight holding that 3rd place. Let's see if they can keep hanging in there, folks. What's the name of Hector's spear? This is maybe the most evil question I ask in this entire thing. This is even more bullshit than the true or false one. That's right, it is Durendal. Durandana, technically, isn't it Durandana? I'm going with whatever fate gave me. Sorry, fellas. Do-da-da-da. Yep. 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 Shout out to 4 of you. Noxer climbing in. You're evil? Yes. My evil what, though? My evil what, Junkyard Wolf? My evil what? The big Yui. I like the big Yui. Okay. Next up, how heavy was Voyager on launch? 998 kilograms, 749 kilograms, 815 kilograms, or 900 kilograms even. How big is our little boy? I want that art of him. It's on his fandom page. The answer is 815 kilograms or 1,797 pounds. That's a big boy. Don't give him a piggyback ride. You will fucking lose your back. Your spinal cord will break out of your asshole. On the Fate fandom. Voyager has a fandom. I'm the president of that, but yeah. The Fate fandom, or the FGO fandom site has it. Alright, Natrami holding that lead. Worth it for my little guy. He's so baby. I love him so much. He's so cute. Alright. In what year was the Gregorian calendar introduced? How many of you guys remember my lecture? Y'all did your homework? I told you to do your homework. I sure as fuck forgot. I told you there would be homework. I told you. I hated that lecture. I didn't ask. I didn't ask if you liked it. I asked if you did the homework. The answer is 1582. Combined creation, eat my homework. And Natrami taking the lead. Very nice. Remembered learning this in astronomy? That also makes sense. Ooh. Mach is climbing higher and higher. Next question. Which of the following is not a mechanical servant? Is it Neza, Hakunon, Mori Nagayoshi, or Lubu? Damn, that one was easy, huh? AI counts as mechanical? Finally, something I know. I always remember Neza. I did just put out the Neza fun fact where I talked about that. Haku no and Haku non both are mechanical because they're AI from the moon cell. Mori Nagayoshi, it's just the armor, and then Lubu is a robot because everyone in China is a robot, I guess. How is Lubu? Excellent question. I have no idea. I don't know why he's a robot, I just know he is a robot. I don't remember the lore for it, I just know that he is. Alright. Pretty good. Let's see it. Which Shinsengumi member was the last to die? Is it Takeda Kanryusai, Okita Soji, Saito Hajime, or Nagakura Shinpachi? Just watch the video related to this. It is Saito Hajime. That dude died in a sitting position from, like, alcohol poisoning or something like that. Thank you, Rurouni Kenshin. Saito Hajime, he's a legend. There's a reason why he's, like, a sad businessman. I love him to death. What a good boy. No one voted for Okita. I wonder why. Okita is best known for being dead, unfortunately. Next up. Speaking of Saito, which of the following is not a name that he used? Is it Fujita Goro, Ichinose Denpachi, Tanimuri Ryusei, or Yamaguchi Jiro? Yeah, this is real. Why does he need so many names? He had a lot of interesting lives. Some of them he used when he was a police officer, some of them he used, like, to get away from people. Tanimura Ryusei is not one. I don't remember why I picked that name. Yeah, I need that art. It is on his fandom page on the Fate fandom site. All of this art came from there. Except for the ones that didn't. I know the only one I remember, like, off the top of my head is Fujita Goro, because that's the name that he used when he was a police officer after the Shinsengumi. He was the last police officer in Japan who was permitted to carry a katana, because katanas were considered a sign of the shogunate. Shogunate, rather. Even the art suggestions are rigged? Yes. Yes, shogunate. Next up, which of the following ploy kickshots does Alice not have? A golem that builds itself out of nearby material, a perfume that makes you say swears, a gumball machine that grants wishes, or a box of 18 chocolates that turns into feathered familiars. I have no idea. How would I know this if I haven't read Mahoyo? I don't see how that's my problem. Yes. The answer is a box of 18 chocolates that turn into feathered familiars. And you want to know why? Because the actual ploy kickshaw is a box of 24 chocolates that turn into feathered familiars. You sick fuck. It's rigged trivia for a reason. I'm NA only. Bastard day one Tsukihime guy. The fuck is a ploy kickshaw? It's it's a magic. It's like a magic device used by witches. I like the perfume that makes you say swears. Tsukihime is better? I haven't even read Mahoyo, and I know that that's a lie. Mostly because I really want to read Mahoyo. I should pick that up when it goes on sale. Is it stronger than the Throngler? Nothing is stronger than the Throngler. Which of the following is not one of Britain's treasures? A self-playing checkerboard, a coward-detecting cauldron, a chastity-detecting mantle, or an incredibly fast chariot? If it's on sale right now, I will literally go and buy it right now. Because I do genuinely want to play Mahoyo. It seems really fun. Seems like a good story. And I like all the characters in it, so... There is no bullshit in Tsukihime? The main character is bullshit. What do you mean? Also, you're just lying. I've read part of Tsukihime. I know there's bullshit in Tsukihime. Was this in a previous Rig Trivia, or did you make a vid on this? This was in a previous one. And yes, a self-playing checkerboard is the answer. You're calling Arkwood bullshit. Yes. Yes, I am. Arkwood has an ability that means that she doesn't get to lose. That's bullshit. That's stupid. And I believe it's a self-playing chessboard, not a checkerboard. Hee hee ha ha. Have you not been here for his Tsukihime rants? I'm not going to get into one right now. Anyway. The goat's left has climbed back to the 5th. Can they maintain it? Define Makuhuatl. Is it sacrifices to Tlaloc, the 5th son of the Aztecs, eagle warriors, or an obsidian sword? Also, this is the fucking coolest art in all of Fate. This might be, like, my favorite piece of Type Moon art, like, ever. This shit is awesome. And yes, a Makuhuatl is the obsidian swords that the Jaguar warriors would use. Where'd you find that art from? That is by the artist. It's on his Twitter. And I believe it's also in his art book. That's official. It is from the artist. This is... So anytime people are like, yo... Or like, I don't like Tez's art. Tez's art's kind of bad. And then, like, just look at how hard this shit goes. This shit goes so hard. Those are swords. I thought they were clubs. They are classified as swords. Remember researching that weapon alongside most of the Aztec weapons? Yeah, I definitely understand why people think that they're clubs, and I'm not going to necessarily say that you're wrong because of how the construction is done. It's not like a traditional sword. However, they are classified as swords. Pushes up glasses. Puts finger in the air. Yeah, anyway, this art is amazing. I love it. God damn. No change in the leaderboard. Pretty good. Oh, I did do a double point. I lied to you. Hey, where did Gogh, my inexplicably Dutch familiar, come from? Did I pull him out from under the sink? I birthed him. Tammy brought him home one day, or he works part-time for me for school credit. I forgot the goat lore. Look at him, he's getting head pats right now. Yeah, I pulled him out from under the sink. Who's goat? Look right below me, right down here. Look at my little fella. Say hi.
What is my origin?
I pulled you out from under the sink like the goblin gnome thing you are. And he does work for me part-time for school credit. But that's not where he came from. I found him under my sink. You nasty little creature, you. I love you so much. Look at him. You want a better look at him? One sec. Let me... Where's my boy? Look at my boy. Why was he there? I would like to know that too. He just says phony. I ask him about it, he just goes phony. Isn't that right, you little nasty little thing?
Phony.
He's a good boy. I love him. That's my boy. That is my boy. Anyway.
Phony.
He's stealing your
That's
copper.
where this abomination came from. Get rid of it.
No.
Phony.
I love him. I love him so much. Damn, up 9 places. Silver is the highest climber. That's crazy. How many Christian saints are in Chaldea, with no duplicates or summer alts?
Last message. I adore the Gogh lad.
So if Joan of Arc is in there, Jummer and Jamer don't count. It's 4. Let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head. It is Joan of Arc. It's Martha. It's George. And God, who's the other one? I know there's another one. I'm trying to remember it. Jormal Greg. Who the fuck is Greg? Amakusa? I don't believe Amakusa is officially ordained as a saint, but that might be why. I might have that there. Anastasia? Anastasia is... I don't think Anastasia counts. Yeah, Johanna isn't a saint either, because she's actually not very well liked by the Catholic Church. They would not ordain her. Anastasia is Orthodox, yeah. I guess I maybe should have specified Catholic saints, but, you know. Amakusa's not official either. I'm trying to... There is another one. I'm trying to remember who it is. I can't off the top of my head. I know I counted it, so we're going to count it. Silver climbing back up. Dammy making a 5-turn climb. Santa? That would be funny, but no, I don't think I did that. Constantine? I don't think so. Hey, why Lohi won't accept our love because she wants us to marry her daughters, she believes herself too old for romance, she's too shy, or she wants us to be with Mash. Look at this demon. Again, official art, by the way. D is literally, you should be doing it with Mash instead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she wants us to be with her daughters, which is incredibly low-key coded. What a cutie. She's adorable. I love her. And she goes do 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 da do do da do do da no moi moi moi. The wing mom. Yeah, no, she's got that's what she does. That's what she does in the legends too. She's like, "Yo, I have hot daughters. You want to marry them?" All right. Very good. Next up. Which of the following did Van Gogh not paint? Wheat field with rising sun, wheat field at Auvers with White House, wheat field with painter on the road, or wheat fields. This one might be my other most fucked up one. Ah, I see. Yes, it is wheat field with painter on the road. Because I believe the actual one is called wheat field with painter on the road to somewhere. Random question. Are there still no foreigners in the story gacha? No, I don't believe so. Unfortunately, because the foreigner class is awesome. I only know the Starry Night and Yellow House. Dammy with the climb. Tomville with the climb back up as well. Very nice. Let's keep going. Of the writers in Chaldea, who is the oldest novelist? Is it Murasaki Shikibu, Jufu, Sei Shonogon, or Yamato Takeru? China. The answer is Murasaki Shikibu. Because, if you will look at the question once again, it is, who is the oldest novelist? Not the oldest writer. And Murasaki Shikibu is famous for writing the very first novel. Welcome to English class with Klidge. Yamato Takeru is a writer. He's not a novelist. The question is asking for the oldest novelist, not the oldest writer. Evil ass question? I think it's pretty easy. That goblin writes in his spare time? Probably.
Pain and suffering.
Flamare, thank you for the resub for 17 months. Damn.
Curse you wordplay.
Welcome back. Glad to have you back. And yes, curse the wordplay. English isn't my first language. Yeah. Welcome to Blowing My Brains Out class taught by Satan himself. Hi. And Tomville, back up in 5th. Do you consider The Tale of Genji as a good novel? It's good. I would say it has stood the test of time if you read it in the context of when it was written. And it's been adapted into the modern era and it still works. So I would say yes. Chronologically speaking, which servant would be the first to drink coffee? Is it Avispron, Constantine, Kublai Khan, or Hassan Isaba? That's a thinker. I've fallen down the research rabbit hole of the history of coffee, so this is entirely only in here because of that. Why Izo? He's drinking coffee. Yes, the correct answer is Hassan Isaba, because coffee cultivation, I believe, started around the time that the Hassans were active. Coffee cultivation for drinking, rather. And it would have also been in the area in which he was, or they, rather, were operating. In the Middle East. Which is why mocha is called that. And why cafe, like coffee, if I'm remembering right, cafe and coffee both come from the port city of Kaffa, and it's called that because of that. Which is cool. The more you know. You're learning things. Ooh, Shadow Arwing climbing back up. Hot Dough climbing into 5th. It's still anyone's game. As we go into our last 4 questions. Benny Enma does not have a tongue. How does she talk? Is it magic, ventriloquism? She does have a tongue, or echolocation. Did I just lie to you, chat? Did I lie to all of you? I wouldn't do that, surely. This has been nothing but fair. I've not lied to anybody. The answer is ventriloquism. She has a skill, I believe, called ventriloquism. How many of you... Y'all actually said that she does have a tongue? No. Her title is the Tongue-Cut Sparrow. She doesn't have a tongue. Yeah, ventriloquism is one of the passives. That's correct. You probably didn't lie, but sure as hell didn't tell the truth. I certainly told the truth right here. What do you mean? If I messed up this question, I don't have the right to have Benny as my Grand Saber. True. Yeah, she doesn't... I thought she cuts off tongues. She does that too. But yeah, she doesn't have a tongue because she's the tongue-cut sparrow. She had her tongue cut out. And now she cuts off the tongues of liars as well. And ventriloquism is the ability to throw your voice. So whenever Benny Enma is talking, it's because she's able to project her voice either into her own mouth or into something in front of her so that you can hear it. Yeah, tongue tucked. Ooh, Noxer climbing up. How does she taste? I don't want to entertain that question. Why are Japanese bows so long? Let's make this one easier. I only gave you 3 options. They're considered fashionable, better stability on ships, or it's a sign of respect. She's a chef. She needs to taste. Oh, that way. Again, English is weird language. No, the title's 100% literal. How does she taste? Good question. I have no idea. That might be magic. Yes, the answer is for better stability on ships. Because there's a lot of naval warfare, and the big bow's just kind of stuck. They throw it like a spear when they run out of arrows. That would be very funny. Benny records taste responses in a notebook. Okay, interesting. I didn't remember that bit. Dishonor on you for thinking. You don't need your tongue to taste. The whole inside of your mouth has taste buds all over. The tongue just has the most. I don't want to think about the idea that I'm constantly in a state of tasting my tongue. Okay, we got some shifts here. Tomville back up to 5th. Noxer in 2nd. Let's see how we do. We got 2 more questions. What are the names of Abigail's cats? Is it Nosh and Luther, Nosh and Saxon, Ziz and Saxon, or Luther and Ziz? A significant amount of the way you experience food also comes from the way it smells. Yes, that is true. It is Nosh and Luther. Sorry, Luthar. Only Pinky, Blinky. Only Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde. Oh, I know that one. She calls them by their names in her summer form. Yep. Ziz is Rayquaza and an El Malloy character. Well, Ziz is a bird, first of all. It's a very big bird. And Luther, I spelled wrong in that one as well. Cupsy and Lollipopo. And Cooksy. Ooh. Nitrami killing it here. Damn. Alright. And your final question, chat. How many subscribers did I have at the beginning of this year, rounded up? Is it 19,000, 22,000, 24,000, or 2,000? At least one. Yes, the answer is 22,000. Which, as of the recording of this stream and or video, depending on when we do things, I am at 25,384. And I would like to say, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you add to that number? That'd be very nice of you. I appreciate you all so much for all the support you've given me. We're only halfway through the year, and we've gone up by a fuck ton. Like, an actual ton. We've seen the largest amount of channel growth in a long time. Anyway. Let's take a look. In third place, we have 13th Night. Second place is Noxar. In first place is Nitrami. With runners-up Shadow R-Wing and Dammy. You made me lose a point for a plug? Yes. And that's going to conclude the rig trivia. Thank you to all the winners. I hope you guys had fun. I like doing these. Eighth, that's good for rig trivia. Look, the point of this is that you should know some of it. And if not, make guesses after. That's why it's fun. And I would also like to give a shout out really quick to the people who helped to make this possible. Because this was a reward for the Donathon. And so to our donors for that, we have Havenwing, Hot Dough, Scan and Dark, and Almighty Kurama. Thank you guys so much for those donations to help make this possible. You guys are absolute legends. Big shout out to all of you. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, hey, YouTube, come check out the Twitch streams at twitch.tv/Klidge Radio, where you can potentially participate in one of these in the future. I will be I might do more of these more frequently. We'll have to see. The only issue is that Kahoot is fucking expensive to keep shit around. What I will be doing soon, maybe later on this month, is we will be resurrecting my favorite series of things, which is the game shows, of making people guess fake characters based on a certain thing. So, if you would like to be here for that, you don't get to participate, but you can watch it live, where I torment my friends in a style of game kind of like this. I have it ready. I have all the questions ready. I just need to get the art for that ready. If you would like to see it, come check us out over on Klidge Radio on twitch.tv. But yeah, hope that you all will be there for that. For now, though, fellas, on YouTube at the very least, peace out, big love, peace out. So, what did Yamato Takeru write? I don't fucking know. I just put that name down. I was like, he's a historical figure and Japanese. Surely someone will think that he's a writer. And you did. And you did. Alright, fellas. Thank you so much for indulging me on that. I do appreciate all of you. What's the standing? What do you mean?
Phony.
We do have more Fate stuff to get into. Just give me just one little moment as I update this. Beautiful. I hope you guys are ready to see something criminal. So you've seen Indra's Third Ascension. Reminds me of someone. I have.
Huh.
Oh, somebody also said that Tell got buffed, right? Is that a buff on JP or is that a buff on NA? NA tail buff? Let me take a look. What's the buff to, do you know? Ooh. They should buff him again on JP. Tell's arts, he turned into LTG. Oh. Oh, I also need to unpin this, one sec. There we go. Hi, Tig. You just missed the trivia. Oh, also I need to... Like, it literally just ended. Your timing is impeccable. Check the NA channel? Okay. Text for Ant's ass. Oh dear God. Okay. Increase arts card effectiveness. Apply debuff immune for yourself. Apply marking. Okay. Hold on. Oh my God. KP rate up? Oh. Patience leading to opportunity B. Increases own arts perform. Okay. Yeah, let me know when you did you guys see it? Did you see it? So what does that mean? It means he hits harder and he hits things through evade really hard. If you have evade, he hits you incredibly hard. How can I know something that I have never heard or seen? Prophecy. Alright, chat. I want you to know we are not going to be playing FGO. If you were here to see that, I'm sorry. But we do have something else we need to address. We will be drinking. Hi, baby. Baby. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. What is that thing? That's an axolotl. You can find them in like 2 caves in Mexico and nowhere else. Except for that one bar I went to that had karaoke in Japan, and they had one in a tank. Okay. Do you guys see what? Do you guys see it now? We're gonna be here for a minute. She's my Twitter profile for real. Yeah, she is. 69K, nice. I may have farmed a little bit. I may have farmed a little bit. He even sits like a Chad. He sits like a fucking dude. You can hold it? Can you? I didn't know that you could do this. What? Everything is different now. I was giving myself fucking... That's a tinnitus. What is it called? A carpal tunnel for nothing? Yeah, how new is this? It was at least a few lotos ago. This does change literally everything. And we're just gonna do this until the game says, "Hey, man." Looking at Indra
ASMR.
real. Okay, there. The game said stop doing that. All right, and now we funnel all of this.
Yeah.
Punch Queen of Sheba's boobs during a Gil Lotto when we did not have the 100 pull button. Oh my god, yeah. Now we do this.
Did the Voyager get a new one?
I don't think so, no. Okay. So, I can do one of two things here. I either funnel literally all of this into MASH to make her 120, or I level some of my other servants. Here, let's do a thing, chat. Vote. While y'all vote, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Figure it out for me. Ooh, damn. Y'all tried to fucking tie shit, but it didn't work. We actually got goddamn 13... We got most people being like, yo, Matt. Alright. We do have other servants we could be leveling, but alright. See, this is hold on. There we go. They need to, I hope that with this anniversary what we get is that this can be doing more than just increments of fucking 20. Please, for the love of God, let this be done in increments other than 20. Like, I'll be honest with you. You know what I'd prefer? Make it increments of 100. Even if it's only an option that is available after you go past, like, 100. I want a better way to get QP. Yeah, right. Nope.